activity.
Okay, yeah, it's again.
That our life and our activity should be to feed people vegetarian food so that they will understand they should not be part of the killer society. There's another argument. Can I reduce cow sufferings by not consuming dairy? If yes, there would be a very, very strong argument not to consume dairy at all. But the problem is that as long as people buy meat, there will be cows, there will be kept, and there will be in the horrible hellish circumstances. So if the connection with, let's say, a big food distribution program offered to Krishna, helping many people, if that gives some good thing to that those cows, like some light coming, this offering, this karmic, like if I give a donation to Krishna, I'm purifying my resources, my own activities. So if that's possible, then we can understand this, we can accept that as a kind of a justification. It's a harsh thing. I spoke to another great sage in India, and he got very upset when I spoke to him. He said, we can only offer Krishna what is being produced with love and protection. Otherwise, how can Krishna be happy to get offering from something where his beloved cows are being tortured? No? So it's an ambiguous subject. It's not black and white. And because my guru, he was a lacto-vegetarian in his teaching, it's very hard for me to say, cluck, I change it, it's going to be different now. Plus with all the arguments which I just gave you, plus with being a dairy farmer without having wanted to be that. But we have those cows in the farm and they're giving milk. And the idea now that some vegans have, that to use any animal product is a wrong thing, that is not shared by us. We think animals can be quite well part of the family. We also think that the produce or the product of dead animals, the skin for example, after having died naturally, can be used. So there are, in that sense, we are not like that fanatic about that, like some vegans try to be. Even they have a hard time because the fertilizer on their vegetables is probably also coming from some animal.
Yes.
So it's hard, you know. We have to learn how to find the harmony for all, animals including. And now I personally started the spoon revolution with some of my friends because I was feeling very guilty about the situation of the animals. And even though I've been talking and spreading vegetarianism for 40 years, I thought it was not enough. So then we thought, we have to get to that part where the people actually buy meat and eat it and become sick and make the planet every day worse. So this has been our main approach. But for the sake of sanity and friendliness, we are very, very happy about our vegan friends. And we respect their choice. Even in the temples, there's many people that are vegan.
Vegans, yes.
So, but we just don't want to impose it.
Of course. I have another question, and it's about soy. I know that soy products nowadays, you know, people are starting to know that soy products are very rich in enzyme inhibitors and anti-nutrients like phytic acid, and that soy products it changed the sexual development of kids and brain function, and doesn't allow us to absorb minerals like magnesium, iron, calcium. And I think that back in the 60s, 70s, when this big vegetarian wave came, these big companies like Monsanto and companies that would have all the meat industries, because they would feed the cows with soy products and now people were eating less meat, they started to market soy as an alternative to meat. And I believe that soy, we know now that soy is not digested by humans unless it's really fermented like miso or tempeh. And but I see a lot in Hare Krishna restaurants that they serve a lot of soy products. Wouldn't you maybe recommend this movement to eat, get their protein from other sources like quinoa or spirulina or other grains, for example?
Yes, I think this is mainly due to ignorance about the situation of the soy. So personally, I don't like soy. Sometimes I eat a little bit, but it's really not on my diet. And now tofu, for example, I thought was not so bad, but anyhow, quinoa is fantastic. Amaranth is fantastic. I think chickpeas are very good. Moong dal is very good, and we try to do these things. It's just like sometimes our restaurants, to tell you, the great amount of them, they are low-level income restaurants. People pay $1 for a meal in most of them. In South America, I'm talking. No? So those people who cook there and manage this, they don't have a great flexibility to just simply go and get the best products and have them there. They're trying to serve something the people are satisfied with and they buy it. And I'm sure the standard of those restaurants could be quite improved and to eliminate soy. And like for example almond milk, no? That's great stuff, no? And other nut milks, and so, but it's very costly stuff, no? And I have some friends in America, they are very, very cautious about eating, and they only get the best for the food, but their food bill is very high. Our South American temples couldn't really go along with that, you know? They just don't have any source of income to do that. We are trying to grow our own food as much as we can get land to actually do it. And also as we get people willing and capable of farming, which is not easy either, as a volunteer. But it's becoming better and better and better. Especially since we are promoting our eco-yoga villages. Now we are becoming daily more aware and more concerned that we should be on the highest level of ecological awareness. Takes time. Takes time.